Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Quick Expert Reviews. Today we've got an Alcatel 3 2019, which is a successor to the Alcatel 3 from last year, which I've also reviewed on my channel. Now, as usual, we're going to start with the unboxing guide to see what is actually in the box. As usual, we've got the paperwork, quick start guides, we've got the SIM tray tool, we've got a charger, which is always a nice addition. Now, do bear in mind that the phone doesn't support any sort of extreme super fast charging or anything like that. I'm just trying to find the amperage or anything like that. But other than that, it's nice that it's actually in the box, because sometimes you only get a cable. In terms of the cable itself, what we've got in here, we've got a micro USB cable, which, considering the price of the phone, which is I believe £150, and it's 2019. Alcatel could have tried better. But at least you do get the headphones. Now, considering that it does actually have a 3.5mm input, that means that the phone supports the headphone jack, and the headphones themselves do also have a built-in microphone, so if you'd like to, you can have a conversation using these headphones. Okay, and let's have a look at the phone. I am a massive fan of blue colors, so I absolutely love how it looks like. And let's peel that off. So we've got a 5.94-inch display. We've got the, let's peel that as well. We've got a beautiful blue plastic back with a fingerprint sensor, LED flash, dual lens camera setup. So power button, volume up, volume down, headphone jack. Then we've got the SIM tray, which also doubles up as a memory card tray. And then we've got the micro USB plus the speaker on the bottom of the handset. Now, it is a plastic, which unfortunately is a huge fingerprint magnet as well, which means that it does get the fingerprint magnet rating from Quick Expert Reviews. Now, the phone, like I did mention, sports a IPS LCD 5.94-inch display, and let's have a look at what we are running on. I always wonder, why is it 5.94, not 6-inch, or for example 5.90 or 5.85 or something like that. It's a weird 5.94, but I presume it's something to do with the notch on the very top of the handset, which also sports a front-facing camera. In terms of the phone itself, like I did mention, runs on Android Pie 9, Android 9 Pie, that way around, which is a full-blown Android. No, it's not an Android Go. In terms of the special functions of the phone, let's have a look. So we've got 32 gigabytes of internal storage, which is around 25 left for the user, which also means it comes with 3 gigabytes of RAM. However, there is also a 64 gig variant with 4 gigabytes of RAM. There is a Snapdragon 439 processor, but all you need to know is that the phone runs actually quite smooth, quite fast as well. In terms of additional features, we've got the screen recorder, and you've also seen the app cloner, which allows you to run, for example, 2 Facebook apps simultaneously, which allow you to run 2 different Facebook accounts. Funk shortcuts allows you to add additional shortcuts into the lock screen, and then we've got gestures, so 3-finger screenshot. When you swipe, you've got a screenshot, but you can also hold the volume down and power. On top of that, when you press the power button twice, it goes straight into the camera. There is no dedicated camera button like on the Sony handsets. One of my favorite features of Alcatel phones is the one-handed mode. So what happens is, obviously phones do support one-handed mode, but what Alcatel allows you to do is to choose the size of the smaller window. So you can choose from 3.45 to 4 to 4.5 inches. So yeah, that's that. Then in terms of security and location, you do get the fingerprint sensor and face key, which allows you to unlock the phone with your mug, with your face. However, I would still suggest using the fingerprint sensor because it doesn't have any special 3D sensing depth sensor or anything like that to to sense your face. It's just using the front-facing camera. So these are just normal features of, like, you can change the navigation bar, the home button, the multitasking button, and so on. You can rearrange them to your liking. Then in terms of the notch, if you'd like to, you can hide the notch or you can leave the notch on, so it puts like a black bar on the very top. You've got an eye comfort mode, and then you've got the reading mode as well, which will move your, which will turn the display to monochrome, which kind of imitates reading of a book. So if you're a person that loves reading books on the go, that is something for you. In terms of networks and connections, one important thing, there is an NFC, which means you can use Google Pay, and that's one big advantage of the Alcatel over, let's say, Xiaomi phones or Realme phones that don't usually have a NFC within that price range. Then in terms of camera, we've got a dual lens setup, so which allows us to take portrait pictures, nicely blur the background. In terms of manual mode, there are actually quite a lot of features, settings. So you can, for example, change the ISO, you can change the shutter speed, you can change the exposure value, you can even change the white balance, and that is in kelvins, which is nice. It's not preset. And then we've got the manual focus if you'd like to adjust that. Then what else we've got? We've got filter with different filter colors. We've got AR emojis. We've got a slow-mo, which only records in 120 frames per second. And then a light trace. However, I would suggest using a tripod. In terms of video recording, it only records in 1080p at 30 frames per second. So full HD in terms of picture size. If you want the full-blown 16 megapixels, not 13, it's in 4:3 ratio. So yeah, let's have a listen to the audio. Let's check the speaker and see how it does. So yeah, thanks for watching another episode of Quick Expert Reviews, and I'll speak to you soon, guys. Bye!